Greetings and salutations, Peter Cruz here. Wanted to do a quick unboxing for you today. So I decided to go ahead and try out this Tascam miniStudio Creator. Mainly for like live stream, that sort of thing. I think they also advertise it as being helpful for doing podcasts and stuff, which I plan to do. But I think for the most part, everything I would need to do on a podcast, I have everything, the facility to do it to the 9 already. And it shouldn't be that complicated either. So I think this is probably more of a useful tool for me to try for live streaming. So I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I got it in from Amazon. And when I last checked these out, probably about a year or two ago, I think when it first came out, they were like, this is the 42, the US-42, and they have another one which is like a single, it's got one single microphone combo jack input that that one was like $149, I think, and this one was $199. Well, I just picked this one up off Amazon for $114 and change. So with Prime shipping, I mean, it was like, you know, $121 probably with tax or whatever, shipped to my door. So anyway, we're gonna unbox it. I already took it out of the Amazon box. So this, I mean, didn't even come shrink wrapped. So I'm gonna give you first impressions and see what's inside the box. So let's check it out. It's by Tascam. This is the and what the, how the heck are you supposed to open this box? I figured it was one of those that flip the top open instead of opening it from the top like that. So anyhow, so how you doing? It's been a long time, hasn't it? All right, so pull this out. You got your styrofoam packing. Holy crap, is this thing small? I expected it to be a lot bigger. Damn. Okay, well, we'll check it out in a second. So you've got a excuse me. So in this little bag, we have a USB Type A to Type B cable, I guess. Very typical USB cable that we've seen forever. And then we have in the plastic bag the actual unit. Okay, hold still. Gravity. Anyway, so looking at it here real quick, initial impressions, real shiny. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the buttons have a good feel to them, like a rubberized plastic. The knobs feel okay, real smooth. Everything seems pretty solid. It's just a very, very shiny plastic. And the sides, it kind of has almost like a anodized aluminum look or something to that effect, but it's plastic as well. The eject buttons for the XLRs, they're very clicky. I mean, as long as they work, I guess it's fine. So anyway, just looking at the unit real quick, I'll kind of go over the controls and functions or whatever. I won't get into all the specs. I'll probably just, you know, leave a link in the description for the specs and so forth. But I think it does like 24-bit, 96 megahertz on the recording sampling sampling rate, and yeah. So anyway, you got two combo jacks here, so you can plug in a 1/4 inch, like an instrument, guitar cable or whatever, or a actual XLR microphone. You get your eject buttons there, so you have two channels you can run. This is a level meter, so you can see how hot you're running into the unit. And then you get the two channel switches here that go to each of the XLRs, and you have a little switch that goes, bottom is your instrument connection, middle is dynamic mic, yeah, and top is your condenser mic. And your condenser mic will give you your phantom power to the XLR particular output. And then next you have a knob that does your gain setting for that particular microphone. You've got a knob here to adjust reverb, which has got built-in reverb. It's got built-in compression, EQ, and that sort of thing through the software that you can sit there and pull up on the interface. And then you've got the same on the channel 2. Then you've got a speaker volume. So if you had on the back, if you're connected to a set of monitors or whichever, this is your volume for those monitors, so you could hear a direct monitoring type of sound. Then you got also a headphone output here, and that's your volume for that. And there's a headphone or a headset input here on the bottom as well. And then you've got your, they call them pawn buttons. So these you can program. They already come pre-programmed with various sounds, I think like clapping and hoorays and whatnot. But you can change, you can upload different sound files, MP3 files, music, theme songs, whatever. Just be careful because of copyright laws and whatnot. If you put something that's copyrighted, you'll probably get your wrist slapped up by YouTube if you happen to broadcast it on YouTube. So anyway, or Twitch or whichever. But you can program them, and then just basically at the press of a button, it'll trigger the sound that you put in there, whether it's a stock one or whether your own that you upload. So you could have like drum rolls or whatever, and just hit a button and there it is, just like a radio station. And then there's an effect button, and you can set that in the software to do different things to your voice, make it sound like you're the Hulk or Little Mermaid's second cousin or something, or different other mechanized effects or whatever to your voice. And then you've got a on-air button, which I think comes into play when you're doing the broadcast mode, because on the bottom with all the other plugs, there's a switch here for broadcasting and also for creator. The creator is more for if you're doing like a podcast and you want to record it to your computer, in which case you kind of use this like as you would a audio interface, like a Focusrite or a PreSonus interface or something. But if you use it in the broadcast mode, then you can be able to use that for like live streaming. And then when you press the on-air button, it'll light up red, which is really cool. And then it'll basically set you recording live. So if you, for example, let's say you were setting up with like OBS or running a live stream on YouTube, no one would see anything or hear anything. Well, they might see something, but they won't hear anything until you hit the on-air button, and then basically all the driver ports open up, and it will actually start sending stuff out. Until then, I think it's like a mute button on your side to where no one else can hear what's going on. And other than that, okay, so let me go the front and back. So here's your headphones for a headset if you were running a headset, and that'd be for like somebody who was like gaming or streaming, like on Twitch or something, or YouTube gaming. You'd use those inputs there. Then you've got a plug here, and you have a picture like a cell phone. So if you wanted to connect your phone to play music files or MP3s or whatever off iTunes or Amazon or whatever, Spotify, you could probably plug your phone in there and just trigger the music or the sounds from your phone directly. And then when you plug it into there, it should route it to the audio outputs that will then get broadcast out or recorded on the creator mode, so like if you're doing a podcast or whichever. So, and then on the other side, got your USB connector here, right there. You had an on and off switch here. This is where you connect your monitors, and they're like the RCA jacks. So you wouldn't typically use those for like a set of KRKs like we have up there, because those are either XLR or a 1/4 inch. But there's other, like if I have a set of Alesis, I don't even know what the heck they are. Alesis, I forget the model number. They're real small studio monitors. Are probably about yay big. They're real small. And they actually have an RCA connector to plug them into. So you would probably use it like this, with this go straight over. And then there's this really, really cool, funky connection for a DC in 5 volt, and it says for tablet use. And I have no earthly idea what the hell that's for. So I'd have to check the manual on that one. I think you can use it to power this off of a tablet if you had a tablet, and it would then run the voltage off the tablet to power this, so you could do a broadcast with it or whatever. But I'm not sure if that's what the case is. So, because this really doesn't have a power supply. I guess it's USB powered completely. Yeah. So anyway, that's the unboxing. It's really shiny. It is all plastic, but it seems rather sturdy. Yeah, I mean, it's not flimsy. It's a solid plastic. There's no question there. It's not metal. Not metal. So, anyway. So I just wanted to show you that quick unboxing and let you take a look at the product. What else do we have in the box? Because I dropped the box, remember? Gravity. Let's see what else we got in here. And this is probably a manual of some sort. Yep, just a little computer product manual. And it's got all kinds of stuff in it. So you can certainly read through it. It's got specs and whatnot, all that good stuff. So anyway, so that's all I've got on the unboxing. Who would this be used for? I can't talk to you. Somebody who's probably looking to do live streaming, I would say. They initially also marketed it as an excellent solution for podcasting, because they had a lot of the built-in features that podcasters would normally use. But I think today there might be other products that are either available or soon to be available that might actually trump this in the podcast department. I'm not sure about the live streaming, but definitely on the podcasting front. In particular, the Rodecaster Pro by Rode Microphones. That's not quite out yet, but should be soon. And it looks badass as all hell, But I mean, it comes in at $600 on the streets. I mean, it's got features to the nine. I mean, it's crazy. But for $114, I mean, is there a comparison? So I mean, if this can do half the stuff, or even 3/4 of the stuff that the Rodecaster Pro can do, you probably got a winner here, and you can't beat it. I mean, for a budget, good to go. But anyway, that's all I got. Thanks a bunch, guys, for hanging out, rocking on, and I'm gonna put this to use and see if I can go ahead and get something going on in the live stream. So we'll catch you later.